A nice short warm-up here, focusing on just the 6 movements of the spine. And while our Lent theme is the wilderness, I think the breath and movement and the wind can always be sort of connected to that, as the breath is intricately part of everything we do here. And so to begin, just finding a comfortable seated position, maybe sitting on the edge of a blanket or a cushion to help elevate the hips and the pelvic area a little bit. Finding a cross-legged position to start, or if you prefer to have your legs out in front of you, if that's more comfortable, that's fine too. And if you want to feel just a little bit more grounded, maybe placing the palms down on top of the kneecaps. If you want to receive more energy, maybe placing them so that they face upward here. And rooting down through the sit bones, lengthening up through the spine and crown of the head. Just begin to arrive and greet yourself. Noticing the breath. On an inhale, expanding the ribs and the chest and the belly. And as you exhale, maybe letting something go. Maybe closing your eyes to begin, or just finding a soft gaze in front of you. Just taking a moment of quiet to breathe here. Softly opening the eyes. Welcome once again, my friends. And we'll start with just a few seated cat and cow poses. So as you inhale, shining the heart forward, lifting the chest and sternum, drawing the shoulder blades together down the back. And as you exhale, rounding the spine, creating space between the shoulder blades, maybe gazing towards the belly. And just taking a few of these at your own breath, at your own pace. We are all our own best teacher, so just following what works for you here. And then coming back to a neutral spine here. And we'll work with some side bends. So placing the right palm next to the right hip, bringing the left arm up overhead. And on an inhale, bringing both arms up through the center, lengthening the sides of the body, and over towards the left here, reaching that right arm overhead. Inhaling back through to center. Exhaling, bending to the right. Then once more back through to the center. And then over to the left. And then placing both hands on top of the kneecaps here and beginning to move the spine and the hips like you're stirring a big pot with your torso here. And then moving in the other direction. And then coming back to a neutral spine. Pausing here for a breath. And then coming on to spider fingers perhaps, just walking the hands out in front of you, just as much as feels comfortable and safe for you, finding just a very gentle forward fold here. And walking the hands back through to the center, and then placing the hands behind you with the fingers facing forward, Finding a gentle back bend, again lifting the chest and the sternum up towards the ceiling. And then slowly releasing, coming back to a neutral spine here. So we've done some cats and cows with flexion and extension. We've done some side bends and moved the spine in other directions. So we'll work with just a bit of twisting now. So on an inhale, bringing both arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, placing the right hand just outside the left thigh, bringing the left hand behind you like a little kickstand. Inhaling and lengthening the spine. Exhaling, twisting just from the upper back here. Staying here for just a few breaths. And on the next inhale, coming up back through to the center, lengthening the sides of the body. And then twisting over to the other side. So bringing the left hand to the right thigh, right hand behind you like a little kickstand. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. And then coming back through to the center. If you have any tension in the upper back or in the shoulder area, just taking a few shoulder rolls here. And maybe up in the other direction. And then we'll very gently just work a little bit with the neck. So bringing the chin down towards the chest. And bringing the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Passing back through to the center. And then over towards the left ear to left shoulder. Back through to the center. Over to the right. And then here, if you want to go a little bit deeper, bringing that right hand up and around, touching that spot just above the left ear. Being very mindful of your cervical spine as you do this, so if that's too much, just staying right here. Back through to center, and over to the left. And again, opportunity here to bring that left hand up and around, touching that spot just above the right ear. And then slowly releasing. And we'll end with just a couple rounds of sun breath here, giving thanks for the sunshine on this very nice, otherwise cold day. Inhaling, both arms up. Exhaling, hands to prayer position. And once more, inhaling, both arms up. Exhaling, hands to prayer. And just beginning to close the eyes here as we conclude our seated centering. Beginning to just come back to the breath. With that, the light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for joining me for these 6 movements of the spine. Namaste.